Hello, guys. I hope you are all doing wonderfully well. Greetings from your girl, Clenham V. I visited the most biggest forest here in Ghana. Guess where? Mole International Park. Mole International Park is located in the Savana region in the north. The most amazing part is there are different kind of animals in the forest and they are not harmful. I urge you as a Ghanaian or as a foreigner to visit Mole International Park and you will love it. Join me as I explore.
Globally, we have about two types of elephants. Am I
Museum.
right?
This is where we keep exhibits from animals. Our guide made mention of 94 different mammals and then, let me say the components of Mole National Park. And looking at the size of the park, it's not everything you see out there. So most of the exhibits from animals are being kept in this room for educational purpose and then to admire the natural resources we have in Ghana. So if you look right on the wall, we have some skins. If you look on the table over here, we have some skulls and then some bones of elephants. If you look over here, we have exhibits which were taken from the park. And then everything you see over here is being taken from the park. Nothing is being imported or brought from any other park. Everything is inside the park. So if you look on the wall over here, we have the African rock python. This is the largest of the snakes we have in the park over here. They can grow up to 18 feet in length. We have the Nile crocodile over here. And then we have the yellow-backed duiker. We are no more seeing this particular animal in the park. One, due to habitat fragmentation, and then let me see, poaching as well. We have the kob over here, one of the antelopes. We have the grey duiker, or we can call it the common duiker. And then we have the bushback, what the Winneba people use for the Abuatre festival. And then we have the biggest antelope in the park. Please let's disregard the skin over here. This that of a young one. So we call this the roan antelope. The roan antelope. And then we have the second largest, which is the western hartebeest. And then we have the third largest, which is the waterback. We have the skin of that of olive baboon, one of the primates in the park. And then we have the spotted hyena over here, part of the carnivores we have. We have the green monkey or the velvet monkey right on the wall over here. And then what you see over here is one earlobe of an elephant. One earlobe of a fully grown elephant. We have skins of elephants, but they've been carved in the shape of, this is the shape of Mole National Park, Ghana, and then that of Africa. We have the trunk over here. Then we have the skull of a fully grown elephant, the head bone. We have that of a young one. We have the front foot and then the back foot, the lower jaw, and then the thigh bones over there. We have the waterback. They have the longest horn among all the antelopes. Only the males are having horns, the females are not. These three sets over here are the core. They too, only the males are having, the females are not. And then we have the buffalo. One of the dangerous wildlife we have. This is the male and then this is the female. And one antelope over here. The biggest antelope in the park. And then we have the western hartebeest. This is that of a male and then the female. We have the skull of lion. Lion over here. We have the warthog. We have Nile crocodile. We have the baboon. We have leopard. We have the grey duiker. We have advac over here. These ones are crocodiles as well. This in the park is illegal hunting, what we call poaching. The park is not fenced. So people from French communities move into the park to hunt. Some of them go along with these traps. We call it the gin trap. where they set it in the park to capture the bigger games, like the roan antelope and then the waterback. We have the talisman over here. When these poachers are going to the park, they go prepared. Spiritual backings and then all that. We have footprints of some antelopes over here. We have that of a cob. Footprints of cobs over here. We have footprints of hyena. Hyena, we have the back left, back right, front left, and then the front right. We have the cob, the right foot over here, and then that of a waterback. This is quarter the length of the tail of an elephant. We also have the puffer fish over here. Puffer fish. We have the freshwater tortoise. We have the terrapin over here too, and then the freshwater turtle over here. We have the royal python. The skin of a royal python over here. And then we have the bat. We have spines from porcupine over here. And then this is quarter the length of the tusks of an elephant. If you want to check there. We have this features over here, features of an elephant. The mother was poached in the year 1982. So when we found the carcass, we realized it was carrying a fetus. So they removed the fetus and then preserved it in this chemical for educational purpose. We also have this snake over here, buff adder, one of the vipers, very, very poisonous. I can't really open it. The chemical is very, very high. So the calf of a buffalo calf. It's been here more than 10 years. I heard it died after birth. After they've given birth to it, it died. So they saw it, brought it here for. We have the last one over here. Is the skin of a lion, a female lion. This is not the full thing. Some parts has been cut off. So this is all we have in the museum over here. My name is Benjamin Kwesi Agbeno, Assistant Law Enforcement Officer for Mole National Park, and then also the Public Relations Officer for Savana Region, stationed here in Mole National Park. In law enforcement, we deal with the security of the park, ecological monitoring, and then with the public relations, we send news from Mole National Park, or let me say the region, to our head office in Accra. So like we know, Mole National Park is bigger than Greater Accra region, and then quite the size is huge to manage. Some of the challenges we face is the poaching. People move from the communities to enter the park to kill the animals. Our second major challenge is low staff numbers to patrol this large area. Another challenge is also human-wildlife conflicts, where animals move from the park to French communities to raid their farm and then destroy their farm produce. There is no ecotourism without conservation. So the key thing is conservation. We have active men who go on patrol to ensure the place is secured and then conserved. We also do the ecological monitoring, where we do, let me say, a census of the animals we have in every month. And then this helps us to know the total number of individual species that we monitor. There we can advertise our ecotourism potentials, like the animals and then the hiking as well. Mole National Park is one of the safest places to do tourism. We have well-trained staff to take you on safari. We also have laid down rules and then guidelines to direct visitors when they come in, like the prescribed distance for viewing wildlife. Our tour guides are trained in such a way that they understand animal behavior, they understand customer relation, so they give tourists the right information when they are in the field. We have a general ranking for classifying animals. That is the IUCN classification of endangered species, where Mole National Park we have quite a number of animals, which is the lion, the leopard, elephant, and then some antelopes. These particular animals are strictly endangered, where no hunting or no killing is allowed on this particular animal. You can't issue license on this particular animal. As a country, we don't have any policy that speaks about compensation to affected, let me say, people in the community when animals go out to raid their farms. Like I said, the park is not fenced, so animals move freely to anywhere they want, and we find some of these animals in the farms of community members. We receive quite a number of complaints, and then when it happens, when these complaints come to the office, we send our staff over there to assess the farm, the nature of the damage, and then the particular animal that caused that particular damage. So what we do is that projects that come to the park, we try to organize these farmers and then teach them preventive measures to control this crop raiding activity. One is the canister blasting, where they provide the community members with a set of tools that they blast with gunpowders that they blast to scare animals away. They also teach them the pepper grease method, where they fence their farms with pepper grease to prevent animals from entering their park. And the park has an MOU with University of Development Studies, Tamale, where they come in to do research. We also have undergrads from the various universities in Ghana who also come in to conduct their first degree research, and then even masters. To some extent, we have the doctorate degree. We also have foreign researchers who come in. Like, for example, we had a researcher from Japan who did more than a year study on Patas monkey and then extended their study to baboons. Just yesterday, some people came into the park to research on vultures and their impacts. We also do ecological monitoring, which is also a form of research to look at the trend of wildlife distribution within the park. If you take ecotourism, one thing about, let me say, one thing about ecotourism is that local communities must benefit. And some of these benefits come in a direct way. Like, say, most of our staff, about 90% of our staff, are people from these fringe communities. Our park manager is even, let me say, son of the soil. So this also adds up at, how do you call it, revenue generation to the people. We also advertise community tourism to visitors that come to the park. For example, the Larabanga Box and then the Mognori Eco Village, where visitors also go there. They pay some of money to do their activities over there and also generates money to the community. Another form of benefit that goes to the community is local artisans like masons, carpentry. When such work is in the park, they employ some of these people to do this kind of work, and then it sends money to them as well. We are using our social media platforms. If you go to Facebook, Mole National Park, IG, Mole National Park, we are on IG, Facebook, TikTok, and then X. So we advertise our park over there. We also use the tour companies who operate over here, like Upright Store, come here they bring tourists over here. Most tourists give us a positive feedback, and then by measuring that, you see, let me say, after the month and then you are doing your assessment, you see reoccurrence and a particular tourist. Let me say the person came here several times, more than 2 or 3 times. Verbal feedback, we get tourists who are happy with the kind of services we provide, and then they go there to advertise our products to their friends, and then they return coming with quite a number of people. So Mole National Park, our vision is to see Mole conserved as to see Mole conserved as the Guinea Savannah landscape, which will support both environmental and then cultural benefits to both current generation and then the future generation. So in doing that, we have to maintain the ecological integrity of the park to improve on our tourism activities and then also involve stakeholders in our activities. If you come to Mole, we have a whole lot of stakeholders. The community members are one, the basic schools around us, the district assembly, the MMDAs, we have the fire service, we have the police. If you take the communities, the traditional authorities, they help us to maintain conflicts when it comes to human-wildlife conflict. If you go to the fire service, they educate the community members with regard bushfires. If you come to the police too, they help us in terms of security. The MMDAs help us to pass our bylaws and what we call the CREMA. So all this help us to protect the park. I would love to say Mole is a home from home. And then I would love to invite all around the world to come to Mole National Park. Experience nature at its best. That's the biggest ecotourism site in Ghana. And if you're tired of the city life, you can come to Mole National Park, relax, and then feel comfortable while you enjoy nature. You can also follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, IG, X, and then TikTok. Thank you. From Accra, you can pick STC to Tamale or VIP to Tamale. If you like to use the flight, you can pick from Kotoka to the Tamale airport, and then you can get means from the airport to Mole National Park straight. If you're coming from Kumasi, same STC or VIP. From Wa, anywhere around the world, you can get means to either Tamale or Damango, and then you get means to the park.
Yeah, some birds go.
Some birds also. This is actually the place we call the salt lick. It's a place where animals get salt content from the soil. So they come here and then they dig and then they lick the salt. They lick the sand to get some salt content which help in their system. Here, if you come here at some time during the year, you see all kinds of animals. So we have this viewing platform over here where you can you can do night camping over here to wait for the animals that comes early morning to catch the nice view of the animals that come to feed on this salt lake. This is a plant species we have in the park. Scientific name is Kigelia africana. Locally in English we can call it a sausage tree. The Ashanti people call it nufutin. The fruit is elongated like sausage, and then it is used for medicine, let's say medicinal purposes. People use it for cream, for their personal interest, and then all that. Yeah, thank you.
So tell me, how did you enjoy Mole International Park with me? I hope you have learned something, and I hope I will see you there soon. Be there and explore the way I also explore Mole International Park in the Northern Region. See you next time. Bye bye.